Are you thinking about selling your home? Marketing matters. Take a look at how I market homes across the Midlands.
I read an article that the most successful agents are women with an accent. I think it was a virtual showing, and I had the camera, and I thought on the entire flight of stairs going forward.
Is that what Melissa?
I said that.
What the listing form, the white and the east.
Okay,
But I got it this time. I promise.
Why am I having a hard time shooting video today?
I think because you're too hard on.
Our idea was to have a pig. Okay, let's back up.
I just want to let you know we are here with a 100-pound pig trying to get on the boat. This has been challenging.
100-pound pig?
Yeah, it's bigger than we thought, and it's not behaving. It's a lot of meat. It's crazy.
I started in Mosquito Joe. I was actually looking for a franchise back in 2014.
Here are the many events that they put on. Just one of them for its residents. The parks, the playgrounds. I'm going to show you the parks and the what else is it? I wanted to give you a fall market update. And today I'm going to provide you with information on the Lake Murray real estate market. So, before this event, a lot of people said to me, are you really going to share all of your secrets and your strategy around video? And the answer is yes, because who believes there's enough business to go around? Absolutely. So my hope today is I share a few things with you that give you some ideas and influence you to start shooting video. But I only ask for one thing. When I write a contract on one of your listings for my buyers, screw the other buyers. So, when I started shooting video, and I was horrible when I started, and it's been about 5 years, I focused on 2 or 3 types of videos, and now I focus on, 5 or 6. So I would suggest that you find your most comfortable type of video to shoot, and also your most authentic voice when shooting video, because you want to come across as natural and just be able to connect with people as much as possible. So, one of my favorites is creative property videos. I get the most business from this, and I was influenced by an agent out in Newport Beach, California, Tim Smith. If you don't know him, look him up. He shoots over-the-top, big-budget, cinematic films, and they're fantastic. And I said, well, I want to be the low-budget, redneck Tim Smith of South Carolina, and try to do kind of the same thing. So that's what I did. Property tours. When I started, that was really comfortable for me, and we've seen these everybody does these property tours. You stand in front of a home, and I would say my tagline, hi, I'm Patrick O'Connor, the #1 Coldwell Banker Realtor of the Carolinas, and here's 123 Main Street. So, this was about 2 years ago. I was picking up food from Pho Viet around the corner, and this young guy looked at me and goes, you're Patrick O'Connor, the #1 Coldwell Banker Realtor of the Carolinas. And I was like, this is great, this is working. The same thing happened with my creative property videos. I was lucky enough, and we shoot video to help our clients give their properties exposure, to drive offers, all of that, but we also shoot video to drive business, to attract sellers. So in my very first creative property video, I got a call from the neighbor. The neighbor said, I like the video, you sold that house quick, I want you to sell my house. Then the people across the street. So right away, luckily, it kind of gave me the fuel and the energy to move forward. Market updates. I love shooting long-form market updates, and I've got a little hack. So I do research about an hour, I pull it from MLS, I pull it from their reports, Keeping Current Matters, which is a great online resource, and I come up with a script, and then I set my laptop up with a screen behind it, and right above the camera, and I read the script. But what that does for me is it gives me a chance to show my more serious knowledge broker style, and I've gotten a lot of business from that. So the vlogs and the bloopers, if you see my vlogs, my very first vlog, I was completely uncomfortable. And a good friend of mine who shoots a lot of vlogs said, you just got to do it. I said, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. I don't know if I want to show this, show this part of me. But the reality was, people will watch and it will result in business. So my first vlog, in the opening scene, you can tell I am so uncomfortable. And I even say, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know. But that first vlog across all platforms had over 10,000 views, and I got business from it. And I've got a following for my vlogs as well. Also, I'm not a national speaker, so I have notes, if that's okay. All right, team feature. So you saw Selling Sunset. We were in a team meeting, brainstorming video ideas, and one of the team members said, we should do a spoof on Selling Sunset called Selling Sunset Boulevard, Lexington. And then we decided as a team, brainstorming, throwing ideas around, that we would blend it with like office style interview and humor. And we have gotten so many good reactions from that video. We're actually shooting again at the end of this month. And then the last is interviews. You saw that one with, it was Trey Powell with Mosquito Joe, where I just meet with a local business person. We talk, I call it my walk and talk. We walk and talk and connect. And does anybody remember when you could advertise on Facebook to friends of friends? That was like the best marketing, because you're just growing your sphere. Well, that's gone thanks to fair housing. But that's my kind of workaround to get in front of other spheres as well. All right. Oh, that's a button. There we go. So, if you're new to video, or you're a new agent, I want you to think about this one thing. Visibility trumps ability, 100%. So, I grew up in Lexington, but I moved away and I lived in Chicago for 14 years. I used to be a music educator in Chicago. Music educator, an orchestra conductor, I was a fine arts director, so I'm a creative person. But I came back and I knew no one, and I had to kind of reconnect with a lot of people and start my business from scratch. So I did that by delivering newsletters, printed newsletters, folded in half to 42 neighborhoods. It took 8 to 10 hours a day for 2 weeks solid every single month, and I did that for a year. And it was about 5 months before people started to call. And in the next year, my business really exploded, and the newsletters had a lot to do with that. But I replaced the newsletters with what I do with video. It's way more effective. I still do print marketing, but the video is way more effective. So why do we shoot video? Consistency, familiarity, and authenticity in marketing creates relevancy, which leads to trust. I sit in so many listing appointments, and the sellers, I say, why'd you call me? Because you're the video guy. Also, and this is like my favorite saying, is what you focus on expands. So if you focus on getting more buyers, don't do that. You're gonna get more buyers. You focus on getting more listings. And I say this, I think about this every day. And I'll say, I'm a listing agent. Just like I said earlier, I'm a marketing expert that specializes in real estate. I say that to sellers, I say that to people all the time. I've been saying that for 5 years. I was not 5 years ago, I'm probably not now, I have a long way to go, but I'm reinforcing that positive talk. I am a marketing, say it with me. I'm a marketing expert that specializes in real estate. You just happen to sell houses, but you're a marketing expert. So video is a lot. Video, focusing on video, there's 3 things you really have to do. And it all comes down to, who said I want to shoot a video and then you don't do it? Right? Have we done that? I'm going to shoot more video and then you never shoot the video. So really for me, I have to schedule time to write the scripts. I have to schedule time to work out what I'm going to do. I have to schedule time to shoot, and I have to schedule time to edit and post. If I don't do that, if it's not in my calendar, it's not going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen. Good example, I shoot a lot of video last week. I said, I'm really going to shoot my market updates for last month. I haven't done it. I knew I needed to do it. Of course, we all get busy. I didn't put it in my calendar, it didn't happen. So think about that. Put that in your calendar. Set apart time for you to shoot video. So the impact video has had on my life. I can point to over $1 million in GCI over the last 5 years because of video. That's buyer leads, seller leads, and a contract with a builder in town who said, I want you to market my videos like you do your resales. So we do things a little bit differently on my team. My team actually has access to all the videos, and we share all of our videos, but every video I shoot, the team has the ability to upload on their social media, advertise our videos, our property videos, our creative videos, to their sphere of influence, everybody on social media with their name, their number, and their email. So I'll tell you a little story. In 2021, my brother-in-law got into real estate the first year, and he started doing that. And he's from California, married my about some wife. Hey, it's South Carolina, right? These people from California don't understand. But so he married my sister, moved to New York, and then here, knew nobody. In his first year of real estate, by the end of the year, he closed over 10 million in transactions. So one thing he said was taking those videos that you handed to me and putting them on my social media with my name, my contact information. First of all, it gives you the appearance, it's the perception that you're a successful agent, you're doing stuff, you're an active agent, but it also brought in leads and got him business as well. And that was a small portion of many things he did right, but I think it's just, who wants to shoot video? I mean, that just goes to show that video definitely works. So, video ideas. This is the point in the conference when you take a picture of this and then never look at it again. No, but I want you, these are just some ideas of kind of my list of these are videos that I've shot or I'm going to shoot. But don't just copy these. Use these as kind of like a base for launching what you're most comfortable with. I think we've all gotten so many ideas today. I know I've been back there taking notes. We all can constantly learn. But the big thing is just making sure that you're putting content out there that you're most comfortable with. I'm not on TikTok. I'm most comfortable on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. That's what I focus on. But find what you're comfortable with and do it. So next, let's see. So my financial commitment to video. This was last year. Now, a big chunk of my time last year was involved in new construction, which kind of took away from a lot of videos for resales. But you can see here, I have two videographers. The first is my creative videographer, my property tour videographer. The second is my vlog. Two different styles, two different people, and if you met them, you'd say these are completely opposite. But that works for me. I don't want the same person doing everything. Social advertising, that's boosting posts on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube ads, and really I think my spend was half of what it was the year prior. And then my team website, email marketing, which is all video, and SEO, about 16,400. So 61,600. Now these are team numbers, but our team stats for 2021, 251 units, over 2.1 million. And video had such a lot to do with that. All right, so equipment. This is a question I get a lot, what equipment to use. Very simple, and never let the equipment bog you down. I've done that. Well, I don't have a good camera. Well, I've been shooting video for a long time without good cameras. But I use my MacBook. I've got one of those Sony SV1s. Those are great. Key Light Air. I was watching Ryan Serhant do a video. Who knows Ryan? And he had these beautiful lights. And I was like, ooh, I want those. And I found them. They're Key Light Air if you want them. The microphone, I use a stand-up desk. And that's the setup when I'm shooting market updates, where I've got my laptop and the screen behind it, and I'm just reading. And then I edit in iMovie, but like I said, I have two videographers that do a lot of editing as well. All right, so my marketing strategy. This is where I post. So I boost and pay for advertising on Facebook and Instagram. I boost the unicorns, and I ignore the donkeys. If it's good and I'm getting a good reaction on it, I definitely boost. And I've had a lot of people tell me, and everybody has a different opinion, but I like organic is better. I like my organic reach. Well, organic reach is nice and it's free, but I would argue that you are not getting in front of everybody you can be getting in front of. And it's really very cheap. I think Facebook, Instagram marketing is way, way underpriced. So definitely look into that. I dump a lot of my content on LinkedIn. I don't put as much effort as I should on LinkedIn, but last year alone I had 3 opportunities come from LinkedIn. YouTube, of course, post everything on YouTube, and YouTube is owned by Google, and it's a search engine informational. I put all kinds of videos, long form, short form on YouTube. Of course, our Coldwell Banker site, email marketing, like I said, all my newsletters that go out electronically are video format, and then I have a website as well. So that link, I just want to give you a little tip. Something we've been doing that's been very effective. Everybody know Bitly? Bitly, you can take long links and videos and either turn them into a QR code or a shortened link. So when we write a letter to a neighborhood looking for properties for our buyers or to try to generate listings, we will put a Bitly link and it'll say, take a look at our marketing. And it will link directly to that video you just saw at the beginning. Or it will link to me saying, hey Kenwood, my name's Patrick. I'm looking to sell every house in here. If you're thinking of selling, give me a call or something like that. All right, so last, and then we'll do a little Q&A. Connect with me. So I have a video prepared just for everybody in here with 6 tips to generate business in the Columbia market. Some associated with video, what we talked about today, but I have some other great tips that are like my secret tips I give my team. And that video is going to go out on YouTube tonight at 8:30. So if you subscribe to my page, you will get access to that video as well. And I thought if I had time, I would just open it up to questions. Does anybody have any questions?
Great job.
Thank you. How can I help? So how difficult was it for me to find and start shooting videos and find the right people? That's a really good question. So when I decided in, 2018, well, 5 years ago. Not great at math. I know what 6% is. So when I started to shoot video, I went on Facebook and I just said, hey, looking for a videographer to do real estate videos. And this guy, Justin, he's a wedding videographer, and he messaged me and he said, hey, yeah, let's meet. We pretty much met, and I said, hey, I'm Patrick, hey, I'm Justin. Hey, you want to try this and shoot my videos? Now, he's a wedding videographer. He shoots for a couple of people, but real estate is not his main thing. But it just worked. And what I love about wedding videographers and creative, he does a lot of films as well, is that's what I'm trying to get across. I want a video that's appealing and compelling and invokes emotion. And he really does a great job with that. So then the vlog crew, I said, well, here's the kind of style. And I really looked at, what like Ryan Serhant was doing. And I said, I want to do that kind of vibe. And I started talking around. And I found just a young, energetic videographer that was great, who introduced me to one of his videographers, and I said, you get me. And that's a whole lot of it. Like, she gets when something's about to happen that we're going to film it. We pretty much, when we shoot a vlog, we set aside, we have a map of here's what we want to do. This is kind of in the general. It's not really scripted, but this is what we want to capture today. And then I drink a lot of coffee, and we just kind of see what happens. And the reality is, the best vlogs we've shot have been about nothing. People like watching stuff about nothing. I don't know why that is. But so it's very easy. I mean, if you're looking for that, I would make that post on Facebook and grab a wedding type videographer. Usually they work on weekend, but not during the weeks.
Who's your coach or mentor? Inspiration?
So many people. I mean, YouTube. Conferences. I've never coached before. I've thought about doing it. I've talked to coaches. I think there's 2 parts to coaching: accountability and tools and ideas. I hold myself accountable. I hold myself too accountable. So that's not a weakness of me. And I think coaching is great for those people that say, you know what, I really need somebody to hold me accountable for what I'm doing. And I've been in that place before. Where I've needed that. I'm not in that place now. What I need are tools, ideas, and strategies. So I read a lot, I go to a lot of conferences, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and yeah, there you go. And I think, it's whatever works for you. Whatever really gets you going and motivated. Because in our business, when it is hard, it is taxing, it is tiring, you've got to stay motivated every single day. And the second you go 1 or 2 days unmotivated, it's a bad, and then you're like, I need a vacation. Well, it shouldn't be like that. You should keep going, and then you ramp up to that vacation. I've got one in 2 weeks, and I'm like Last night I was sitting there thinking, okay, here's what I'm gonna get done. I'm gonna ramp up the vacation so I don't have anything to worry about when I'm gone. Rather than, yeah, just, exactly. And that's why I have a team. Thank you, Henry. Yes.
How do you engage with, say you've done YouTube, Facebook, how do you engage with comments?
So engaging with comments, it's huge. I engage with every comment that comes through, and we also engage as a team. So we have a strategy when there's 15 of us. We say, okay, when one of our team members posts a video, don't just go on there and like it. That's great, we've done that. But go on there and not just comment, but ask a question. Oh, that looks like a great house. Is that yard a half acre? Well, I know the damn answer to that question. It's yes, but it's good. Then you're getting engagement in the feed. So that's big. One thing that I need to do better at, which I've heard today from several people, is actually going in and commenting on other people's feeds, because that's when you start to show up. And I'm so wrapped up in business, and honestly, like, I don't personally do a lot on my personal page on Facebook. I feel more like I do it because I have to. But I'm not, I don't really get sucked into social media, but I live in social media all day for marketing. But I think it's extremely important to engage with your audience. Other questions?
How do you determine how much you need to pay for your boots?
Yeah.
Just how many days, I mean, how do you determine that?
So I spend a lot marketing my clients' listings. And the big push I make in a listing appointment is here are all the things I'm going to do to market your property. Right off the bat, I can be $150 in on pictures, $400 or $500 or $600 depending what I do on a video. For all of that, I think of it as, yes, I want this house to sell. I want to help them get the most opportunities and showings possible. But my main goal is that's an investment opportunity. So when I boost, it depends, price point, how good the video is. If it's great, and I've had some videos I've thrown $500 or $1,000 at it. I had the video with the prima ballerina. That's actually my driver's daughter. She was prima ballerina for the South Carolina Ballet. I had 27,000 views in 2 days. Now I did boost, and I threw like 200 at it, and then I threw like another 500 at it, and it just kept going and going and going. Same with the hide and seek with the kids. That was a unicorn. And so I boosted that, and that one had about 49,000 views pretty quickly in a couple of, and I still get, and that was a few years ago, and I still get calls saying, hey, we saw, the video. I'm like, yeah, the kids are grown up now. Like, that's a cool video.
But initially, you do 7 days, 14 days, 21 days?
So typically on the advertisement, as short as Facebook will allow or Instagram, typically that's 4 days, and maybe, at minimum, $40, $50. But one thing about that is a lot of times when I'll do that, I'll look back and I'll go, man, I should have put more. I should have put more. I will post a video when the house goes on the market, and I'll boost it, and then I take it, I either hide it or take it down and repost it, sold or pending, and then post it again. So I'm reusing content constantly.
Now, do you post it just for that geographical area of that home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
So
That's very-
Facebook and Instagram used to allow you could drop a pin on a neighborhood
Right.
and just blast that neighborhood with your marketing. Now it's 15 miles or so. And somebody early on, I'm glad they did, they said, that's going away. You need to start now marketing to a wider audience. So now I drop the pin on my office and market to, pretty much the entire close-in kind of Midlands. But that's kind of my approach. Yeah. Any other questions? All right. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it.